Good evening, everybody. Hopefully everybody's doing good. Good to see us. Yes, Nadrag, it's Friday. And you know what that means? That means the 10 o'clock restart. Chester getting on. That's what it means. Chester's going to have some fun today. 100% Chester's going to have some fun. How's everybody? How's everybody tonight? Hopefully everybody's doing good. Chilling, but this music's gonna put me to goddamn sleep. That's what it's gonna do. I gotta figure out how to turn that shit down maybe a little bit. Fucking loud. It's gonna drive everybody up the goddamn wall. Just like, shoot me now, music. Shoot me now. Pick something with a little more pizzazz. Stream beats. Gotta love stream beats. Alright, there is a VFR target. He's going the wrong way. What's going on, folks? Just chilling. I'm actually, while I'm sitting here waiting to see if any traffic will show up tonight, I'm actually going to sit here and work on a stand for a new microphone. I'll design it up in Tinkercad and see if I can't print it so it'll be ready to go for tomorrow. But nonetheless, we're chilling. POSCON ATC, this is the beginning. It's pretty good shit, this is. Very exciting. I spent the last probably 2 days and about 14 hours configuring the sector file to get it where I wanted it. For those of you who've never seen Toronto, this is what Toronto looks like from the sky. That good, Mike? I'm streaming, by the way, just so you know.
Is Trevor streaming?
I am. I should move then.
Friday Night Ops.
Crap. I'm not. You can't hear me. That's why.
On the Discord.
Yeah,
he is streaming.
Yep. Hang on. For some reason, they can't hear me. Well, let's just get out of that and go back in. You can hear me, Drone? Awesome. Thanks, dude. Let's see what happens when I relaunch it. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yep.
I don't know why. I had to change my microphone when I changed it. I think it messed something else up. Yeah, I could go to another channel if you'd rather. Oh, okay. Yeah, I looked and Discord wasn't lighting up, but I was just gonna say I can go elsewhere if you guys would rather. Oh, Fess, by the way, you're here, so check this out. Mr. Pence was telling me that you might be interested in controlling Evansville.
Yeah.
I will put a offer out for you that if you want, I will build you a sector file for it.
Well, I might be able to get the information for it,
So if you can get as much information as you can, because like I was telling these guys, I actually spent probably the last 12 hours getting my sector file to where I've got it, and I've got the ranges where I wanted them to be. So from zoom right in, obviously I can see taxiways and all that jazz, which is not normal for an approach controller, but because you kind of have to be able to do top down, it's handy. But what I did is I split this out so I've got an east operations and a west operations sector file. So depending on the direction of the winds, I don't have to have a bunch of crap on there that I don't need, right? So right now we're set up for, landing and departing towards the west. So I've got north-south in case the gusts pick up, and then I've got the west. But what I've done is I've actually fixed the ranges. So when I'm in close, I get all the approach fixes for the runways. And then as you zoom out, you get all the SIDS come up and everything else disappears. And then as you get out further, you get the stars come up. And then as you go out a little further, the SIDS drop off and it only leaves you with the stars. So it's not so bad. It definitely makes it pretty
It
exciting.
would be a lot easier, actually, a lot less information than what you have there.
Well, for Toronto, yeah, because Toronto is very, very busy. And actually, I think these stars that are on here are definitely not all of them. But Drone, you say you don't understand the map. Give me an example. I don't know what you mean by you don't understand it. You could never work the ATC aircraft would be hitting each other all the time like crazy. That's awesome, Simcom. Guys, this is like the first stream of many, and there probably won't be a lot of traffic until people start realizing that I'm online. Right now, actually, if you go to the POSCON live map and we maximize this, you can see it publishes that I'm online right now. Oops, I hate that right mouse button. But as it loads here, you can see there's a bunch of aircraft that are on, but they're doing their own thing. But right now, I'm the only guy on, so unless somebody just says, oh, hey, I want to go into Toronto, and there is one airplane, but he's VFR and he left somewhere. I'm not sure where he left to go, but he going somewhere else. But anyway, yeah, I just thought I'd show you. So don't expect a lot of pushing tin. Probably going to be pushing a lot of my beer cans from one side of my desk to my other tonight. But I just figured that I would stream it so you guys could see how it looks and how it works. And if we get an airplane, great. And if we don't, well, c'est la vie. It is what it is. This is kind of what similar. I mean, it's a little different, obviously,
What's
to
the,
what.
What's that range, that inside range ring around the airport?
The inside range ring, that'd be
Yeah,
probably 10 miles, 20 miles, 10 miles. No, that's not even actually.
that's gotta be 5.
I could tell you exactly because from the airport to Omtalk is 4.2 miles. So yeah, it's a 5 mile ring. So the 6.1 mile actually, so it's about 6 mile ring. Because you can see I've got right here where Vetfu is. That's 6.1 DME from the VOR, which is at the other end of the field. So you're probably, yeah, it's probably a 5 mile ring. So what I've did is on these waypoints, these are the approach fixes for the ILS, and I actually just added them with their distance and their altitudes, just till I get really used to them. And then as you zoom out, when you get to this level, they completely disappear, and then they just go just to their waypoints without all the information. So you could do whatever you like. I mean, where it gets real tricky, obviously, are all the range rings. What I did here, you can see it, is I put the altitudes for each of the rings, so that it's just for a reminder for me. So from 2,500 to 12,500 aircraft in there have to be in my control. What's interesting is the inner ring is 2,500, 12,500, but the next ring out is 1,700, 12,500. The next ring after that is 2,000, 12,500. So I'm not quite sure how that works because the upside down cake should not be lower or higher in the middle than it is out moving out from it, but it seems to be. So the way it's laid out, I'm not quite sure why it's laid out that way. And then over here, it's 4,500, 12,500, but that's because of the approach for this airport. It's probably, what, I forgot, 80, what would it be? Maybe 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 miles, probably the outer ring. Yeah, it'd be 25 miles. 20 miles for sure. Maybe 25 miles. Jordanian 98K, how's it going? Thanks for the follow, appreciate it. You see the flight strips, Fess? So as the planes come in, you can move the flight strips around to where they
The
go.
ones over on the right.
Yeah. And then obviously when I get there, the blue outline is all of Toronto Center. So that's why I've left my sector file with a bunch of some of the stuff in it that was there originally. I copied most of the airports over, and eventually I will use this same sector file for center control as well. But for now, I'm quite happy with it.
Are there
Just to an
currently
approach.
no filters on that?
No, so the idea is that there will be eventually. This is still in a very early stage, and it's just getting better and better every time. So there will be
So here's a
filters.
question:
Yep.
could you have multiple maps of the same area where you had different information on there for different, like if you're doing a north flow or whatever, you have that map, and then if you're going to change to a south flow, you change the map, different
Hmm.
information on it.
I don't see why not, but that's it all depends on what
Can
the
you change the map
developers are
on the
going to do.
fly without reloading the
Yes, I
software?
can. Like for instance, I can do this. I can load my east there. I just loaded east traffic just like that. So now you would be landing and taking off towards the east rather than towards the west, and then I can go back to my west traffic and poof, it just changes just like that. It's not so bad. POSCON clan, exactly, Jordanian. That's the idea. POSCON clan. I'm actually so happy with the way that everything is working as far as the radar client goes. It's really cool. It's based on ERAM, and it's actually pretty user friendly and very intuitive, which I like about it. Now all we need is some people to fly, and we'll be all good. What is that? But yeah, to be honest, I don't even mind keep using the ERAM client for the Middle East. I quite like it. Yeah, I mean, I've seen my ATC experience when I was with VATSIM was very basic and text only, and this was many, many years ago. Um, and I mean, I haven't learned a lot, but I've seen different clients, and I think every one of them has pros and cons. But what I've found with this is it kind of is the best of all worlds. It's actually really, really slick. I kind of like that it's the best of all worlds. It lets you do all kinds of things. And the software, they keep adding features to it, so there's always constant development on it, which is nice. What I wasn't sure is I didn't want it to be too cluttered, right? Like obviously there's fixes everywhere, but I tried
Yeah,
to
you need another
limit.
switch for that.
Yeah, exactly. I limited it just to what I need to be able to do approach, but there's obviously going to need to be a way where you could eliminate some of the common or the fixes that you don't need, right? You've used Euroscope and you know it really well. It's a useful tool, but somehow it makes spoiled controllers. That's funny. You know what I think is important is to give the functionality of as close to the real world as you can have. I think that's important, which I think this is so far doing a pretty darn good job of. Um, but I mean, this is still very early in its development stage, right? And the sky's the limit. But I'm pretty sure some of the others have features that you would never have in real life, right? I mean, I like the audio channels. So we've got our frequencies populated, obviously, and I'm active on one of the Toronto approach frequencies. I'm active on the ground frequency, and I'm active on the tower frequency. So if anybody's tuned to any of those three frequencies, I will hear them, and when I transmit, I will transmit on all three of those frequencies. Exactly. So many features that don't exist in the real world, and to me, you're not creating you're trying to create a simulator, basically air traffic control simulator, and that's really what you want to have, not be able to text message all your pilots and talk about what you had for dinner last night. It's really, really slick. So we need to get more people on the POSCON network. That's what needs to happen. More people need to get on POSCON and start flying around. ATC is on regularly now. If you're in the Discord, you can actually see all kinds of postings, but let me see if I can bring up an example here. That's the wrong one. I want this one. So I can show you this. It's like a calendar, and you can see all the green are people that are scheduled to be on, right? So tomorrow at 10 a.m., you're going to have Atlanta Center, Washington Center, I'll be on. Mumbai's going to be on at 11, and somebody else is going to be on at 11. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce that. But the calendar is there, and everybody can check and see who's going to be on, when and where, and what's going on. So this is really slick. So that is a very, very... So here's the thing with drawing shapes. Drawing shapes is very tricky because you basically have to find a point. So I used one of the fixes. So I picked a fix and grabbed the coordinates of that fix. And basically the circles are literally line to line to line to line. So it takes a long time, but you're drawing a line and connecting that line to the next line and connecting that line to the next time, and you're just drawing a bunch of lines, and you got to keep adjusting that line until you get as close to a circle as you can get. It's very time consuming. Very time consuming. I can tell you that this I did not do. This would take months to do, or somebody with a crap ton of experience. But all these actual airports are they're just basic. Some of them. Here's Buttonville. Very basic. Takes a lot of time to do those. City Center. But the circles and stuff like that, this is like the range ring around the CN Tower, just as a danger indication to me that the CN Tower is there, and if I got any planes in that area, I make sure they're not going to hit it. Oh, for sure, Jordanian, 100%. There are people that have been configuring sector files for years and years and years and years. This is, obviously something we're using right now. Eventually, the files will be a different format, and they're going to probably be consolidated in one location so that everybody's using the same files. There won't be a lot of, I want this way, and I want this way. Everybody's going to get used to using the same files, just as you would in real life. just as you would in real life. You don't get to move your sector file or your map at your, at your facility. You don't get to tell them that you want this and you want that. So it's very centralized. So what it's going to do is it's going to prove, great for training new people. Everybody will be trained the same way, and everybody will be able to learn the same way, and there'll be less questions that way, because there are obviously inherent problems with Joe Blow having this layout and Joe Blow having this layout and Joe Blow having this layout. So when you actually can put it all together in one little package and have it consolidated and centralized, it just will make a lot of problems go away. It'll have the information that you need to be able to do your job. And really, at the end of the day, that's all you can ask for, right? And if you get some people that have really crazy files that have way too much information on them, you could actually cause problems, right? If it's got to populate all that data, it can actually cause problems. Even in Flight Sim. Andy, how's it going tonight, buddy? Hopefully everybody's doing well. Good to see us all. I'm doing good. I'm chilling on a Friday night and relaxing. Just sitting here to see if anybody's flying into Toronto tonight. Yeah, so you're 100% right. Some people have just way too much crap, and you can't really see through it, and then that affects their abilities to control. In my personal opinion, you need the information you need to do the job, and that's all you need. Like for me, in this particular case, right? So let's say I'm just doing tower. Basically, this is the view. Here, I'll move it over a little bit so you can see it better. If I'm running tower and we're running westerly operations, this is all I need. What you're looking at from here to zoom in, that's all I need. And even then, I don't need the distance to those fixes, because you're going to get the handoffs at NOAA and Kyrix. That's when tower is getting the aircraft. Just before OMTOC, that's where approach is handing off the aircraft. So between VEPU and OMTOC, that's where your airplanes are getting transferred to tower. So as a tower controller, I would need to go, what's this range? The range is set at. You just basically could go straight in. You could do your taxi. You can give your taxi clearances. And you're basically zooming out to this point. This inner square is if you got somebody doing pattern work. They're probably going to stay in here for the most part. Although that is only 5 miles to the outside ring, so that might be a slight challenge for some. But it's just basically that's where your handoffs come from. Me, if I had somebody doing pattern work, I'm going to clear them up to probably 1,500 or 2,000, tell them right circuits off runway 23, and I tell them that I'll call their base. So depending on who I've got coming in, then I can work them around off their base. I'm not going to let them make the call on their base, though. And, I mean, for approach control, I don't need all the altimeter settings. I have a bunch of them in here for Muskoka, Sudbury, Timmins, City Center, North Bay, and Toronto. I've got the altimeter settings in here. And I have weather in those locations. just specifically so if I, want to let somebody know something, I can. I don't have to go and call it up. I've already got it up. It's a really slick system. The way everything integrates, I just love it. And like if we look at an aircraft tag, we've got a couple of guys that are flying down here. Their data blocks, none of these guys are tracked right now, so it's just their ADSB call sign and their pilot ID basically. Although, and that's a computer generated number, a CID, that gets issued to them when they connect. Changes all the time. But they're all squawking. These two are squawking IFR but haven't got activated ADSB call signs. Oh, for sure it is. So you can see how cluttered. Can you imagine how cluttered this would be? This CZ would be if you didn't turn things off. It would be ridiculous. But I really, really like it. And I have the lakes in here because a lot of the references in northern or in Ontario generally, we reference by lakes. It's so much easier. If I know I'm looking for Simcoe, I know it's at the bottom of Lake Erie, or not Simcoe, Sarnia, it's the bottom of Lake Erie, and I know that's Simcoe Airport. So I don't even have to, or Sarnia Airport. I don't even have to like think about it. I just know where it is. North Bay, just the same thing, right? Sault Ste. Marie up here. You got Sault Ste. Marie and up here. SSM's up here. I'm an idiot. You got all these things so you can use the lakes for your references. That's why I've got the coastlines in there, and those were in a default map from, I don't know, 50 years ago that I found. I didn't draw all those. Yeah, Lake Huron. What do you mean? This is Erie, dude. Is it not? Is this not Erie? That's Sarnia, right at the bottom of Erie. Is that not Erie? I thought that was Lake Erie. So that's Huron? Okay, so I'm an idiot. Erie's the one that's south of Lake Ontario then. This is Erie. Well, it's one or the other, damn it. But it's really nice and it's super smooth. That was something else that I really liked about it, how smooth it was. If you get too much stuff on the scope, it can be real bad. Oh, just closed that. I didn't mean to close that. Sorry, guys. That was me. I closed it. What's really, really nice about it too is if you do close it by mistake, what you can do is load back up and everything's still tracked like you never left, which is really beneficial. So you don't have to go and pick up those tracks on those aircraft that you may have been tracking. You don't have to do that. It remembers everything that you were tracking. So you just sign back in and picks up all your tracks again. Just like that, ready to go again. Although it didn't remember this because of the way I closed it. Yes, it does, Jordanian. The fact that everything is on, well, majority of things are on. Yes, absolutely, SJ Fly, 10 o'clock Eastern. How's it going, dude? Good to see you. Chester definitely going to be on tonight, 100%. I may not be streaming it, but Destroy Fish Chicks will be around for sure. You need Chester tonight? Chester will definitely be on tonight. What's going on, Sim for Fun? Good to see you. You need a little Chester tonight. Chester's going to get. I have a feeling Chester's going to be in some trouble tonight. That would not be good if Chester gets into trouble tonight, but something tells me that Chester might be in a little bit of trouble tonight. Chester might get himself into some trouble. I can bring this window back down. Another day, another dollar minus taxes. That's why we're just chilling here on a Friday night, dude. We're just chilling and relaxing and showing off the POSCON ATC client, which is a piece of amazing masterpiece of work this is. For some of the arrivals, I have the bedposts for a couple of the other not so, not so common arrivals in here, in case at least it gives me reference to where those are. So if I'm just doing if I've got airplanes coming in, nobody going out, then I just have the arrivals on. And then I put all the SIDs in for east and west operations, not for the 3-3s or the 1-5s. These are just the 2-4s and the 2-3. So if I'm doing departures, I get all my SIDs, and when they come off the runway, I climb them past noise, and they can go direct. So for instance, you've got the ABSIP, you got Ursel, the Tulik departure, Mixit departure, the Ancall departure, the Oakville departure, the Ricken departure, Natam, or sorry, that's Dead Key, Verdo, and Tusek. Kept a departure. So I mean, obviously at your own pace, depending how busy your airspace is. Once you get them off the runway and they're past the noise, which is 3,600, you can turn them direct to whichever waypoint on their departure as you want. You want to get them up to cruise as fast as you can and get them on their route as fast as you can. That's the best way to have it go. That's absolutely the best way. So it just makes it easier if however it's laid out and however the final layout's going to be. Obviously, you're going to be able to have the ability to turn things on and off, which is going to make things a lot less cluttered. Center controller's not going to want all the SIDs and stars, right? Maybe some of them, or maybe just their, outside of the approach controller's responsibilities. Or then again, he might want them. If he's doing top down, just center all the way down, then he might want all the SIDs and stars available to him. But if he wants to turn them off, he can turn them off, which will be really good. Oops. Where's that guy going now? He's back where he was. Where are you going now, buddy? Oh, you must be sitting on the ground. ACA 441. Let's see where you're going. Oh, look at this. Direct Linning. He's doing the Verco 7 arrival. He's coming to Toronto. Out of Buffalo into Pearson. We're going to have one airplane. Look at that. One airplane. That works for me. A320. Ouch. Get my feet stuck. Keep you guys open on the chat so I can see what you guys are doing. If you have questions. Wrong button. Absolutely, SJ Fly. Of course you should join POSCON. Replica Gaming coming in with a tier 1 sub, dude. That's 5 months, buddy. Thank you so much, Replica. Good to see you, bud.
Replica Gaming 2 tier 1 sub.
Absolutely awesome. Linning. And it was Verco 7. I think he means Verco 1. He probably means Verco 1. He wants to go direct Linning, which generally you'd go Lopku, but we won't complain. That's perfect. So he would go Linning. He's going to be youth between 8 and 10, Bimpo at 8. I'm flying in Russia in the Mooney. Wish I knew we're controlling. I would have jumped in. Oh, well, I didn't really know what was going to happen until the time came. I didn't really know what was going to happen, but it happened. You're on a 5-hour flight, dude, in Russian airspace in a Mooney? Holy crap. Well done. That's crazy. Well, good for you, though. Seriously. Good for you. So, where he's going to come is he's going to go straight for Linning, which is here. And from here, he'll go youth, come into Bimpo, and then basically then he's going to go straight this way. Bimpo, Verco, Mayrod, Denki, Davno. He won't make it that far, though. We'll turn him. Actually, it's really handy the way that I've got that set up. You're trimmed out using 6 gallons per hour. That's actually pretty good for a Mooney. 6 gallons per hour is actually really good for a Mooney. Where did I put that paperwork? actually. I get so much stuff on my desk. Three 2962. That's awesome. So we're gonna have at least one airplane come in, folks. That won't be so bad. At least one really nice individual's decided to fly into Toronto. That's perfect. Oh, I did have to fix that. What did that was called? Why don't I do center, Eric? Because it's been a long time since I've been out of the ATC game. So it's been a long time. So I want to get my practice and my skills back up to where they should be before I go and take on the ZYZ airspace. Well, so SJ Fly, because it's still in beta and it's still in invite only stage, I would say no. There are no not as many trolls, and the reason being, if you get a troll, they just get removed from the beta instantly, right? Um, but don't misunderstand that you have to be an expert pilot to be able to fly on POSCON. It's just there's always people that are willing to help you. We just ask that people be professional about what they're doing, right? Yeah, this is a ATC POSCON disavowed. I've got an airplane just going to be leaving Buffalo there very shortly. Welcome to Toronto. It's supposed to be very busy with all kinds of yellow data blocks on it, but we're just chilling. It's Friday night chill stream. That's what it is. A special stream nonetheless. But tomorrow morning it'll be a little different. There's going to be Atlanta Center's on going to be tomorrow. Washington Center. I'm sure I'm going to get traffic from that. So that's 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, Eastern. 3 p.m. Zulu. That's probably going to be a lot busier. Might get 4 or 5 airplanes, maybe even 10. The thing is, it's a bad night too, because there are some people that are flying in the Friday night ops in the Northeast on VATSIM tonight, which is probably why people wouldn't be flying as much on VATSIM because or on POSCON. If they do fly on both networks, then they're probably taking part in that. Let's see if he updated that. Nope, he's good. He's going to be at 16,000. Oh, somebody up here. This is what the data block looks like when their battery power is off to their airplane and they're not doing anything. You just get a little plus sign to indicate they're connected to the network. But it's there's no data block. Oh, there we go. So now there's powers on to that airplane. Their IFR, they've got a squawk code set. Oh, I hate that when I do that. I'm bad for that. Air Canada 423. Oops. Look at that. We got another one. Leaving Montreal. Coming to Toronto. That's perfect. Love it. That's 2. So that's Torney, the Ragged 5. So Torney is the transition, which is right here. This is the Ragged 5 arrival. It's basically bringing them straight in for 2-4 right, because I'm basically running 2-4 right and 2-3. I use 2-4 right for everything unless there's a reason to change. Oh, that aircraft down here is gone now. Or is he? Yes, he's gone. Unless that's the same guy. Maybe they just relocated. .441 still there. Maybe he disconnected. This is disavowed. This is pushing tin Toronto style, and right now the only tin I'm pushing are my beer cans. But that's okay. It's awesome though, to be honest with you. The network is so smooth. That's what I like about it. The more we do this, the busier it will get, I assure you. Right now, it just lets me drink beer. That's what I like about it. I can drink lots of beer. And I can chill with all you guys, which I don't very often get to just sit and chat with you guys, which is one of the things I like a lot. Kev Sim Corner, is there a coffee pot somewhere in your room? No, there isn't, bud. But that doesn't mean that I won't turn one on for you. If I could reach in there. Actually, I could probably do you one better, Kev. Let's see if I can do one better for you. If I can remember where it is. Here it is. There you go, Kev. Sort it out for you, dude. Hope that helps you out. This is in the wrong spot. Yeah, move up here. I did not just pee on you, dude. I assure you. I did not just pee on you. It might have sounded like it, but I definitely did not. I definitely did not pee on you. I know you did. Don't be sorry. It's all good. Wait and see if he reconnects. Shows that he's here, but it shows that he's ghosted, unfortunately. I wonder if I actually... I don't actually... That's one thing I haven't been shown how to do. He's Air Canada 441, and what he really needs to do is read, there was an announcement made in the Discord, and there's something that may be causing him to ghost. Oh boy, Digital Mike is live. That's awesome. FedEx 69 Charlie just landed. His flight plan was deactivated. The hell was that? Flight strip just came up. Sweet. That's pretty cool. I never heard that noise before. Flight strip has been activated. What's that actually look like? I don't know if you guys can see that. You should be able to see it. November 2 Romeo Fox. Kept the tube, Bumpa. Oh. C25C. That's the CJ4. That's good. He's up. So he's doing... So he'd be an arrival. So I actually can move that. And if I go... He's going to depart Toronto. Kept the 2 departure. And where did he say he was? Sorry, I put that in arrivals. I'm a dummy. He's a departure. So he's filed his flight plan, but he hasn't connected yet. Now, the Kepta 2 departure. Oh, can't do the Kepta 2. Oh, yeah, you can right there. Which is. There he is. November 2 Romeo Fox. Oh, look at that. We got another one. Boom power transition. HPN. Westchester County. Oh. Yeah, that's gonna work. Crumbs. That individual is having the same problem, I think. Oh, maybe not. He's not ghosted. He's not. You guys are all falling asleep on me. Welcome back, Mr. Salmonis. Oh, yeah. Oh, another flight strip just came up. That's awesome. November 2 Romeo Hotel. Hmm.
On to approach, a very good evening. November 2 Romeo Foxtrot Hotel. Wish you video check.
November 2 Romeo Foxtrot, Toronto. Radio check 5x5, sir.
November 2 Romeo Foxtrot is an Airbus A320. That's on 66. Requesting clearance to Westchester Regional.
November 2 Romeo Foxtrot, clearance is on request. Stand by. November 2 Romeo Foxtrot, Toronto. Are you ready for your clearance, sir? November 2 Romeo Foxtrot, you are cleared to the Westchester County Airport. Kepta 2 Bompa transition flight planned route. Climb 5,000. Expect 41010 minutes after departure. Departure is going to be on 124.47. Squawk 3014. Contact ground on contact ground on 121.9. We're ready for taxi.
November 2 Romeo Foxtrot is cleared to Westchester County Airport by the Kepta 2 departure in the Bompa transition. Climb into 5,000. Expect flight level 41010 minutes after departure. Frequency for departure will be 12447, squawk 3014, and contact ground 119. We're ready for November 2 Romeo Foxtrot.
Your readback is correct, and we'll talk to you soon. That was.
Readback correct, and see you.
We'll see if the ground frequency is going to work. I'm hoping it's going to. November 2 Romeo Fox, Toronto. Well, he switched. That'll do. $121.9 is up. $121.9 is up. $121.9. I'll use that for now. How's it going, Sky Gunner? Yeah, a little bit. Trying to get back in the swings of things. Yeah, Drone, you'll just contact me in the air when you're on your way in. You won't actually get a clearance from me. It'll be 124.47. Yeah, something new, Big Brian. Been trying this for a little bit and get you guys all to laugh at me.
November 5, Delta Charlie radio.
5-4 Delta Charlie, your radio is 4x5. We got you, Toronto.
Okay, so I'm fully lost right now. I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, that's fine. Just depart as you normally would because you're outside of my airspace. So just depart as you would and climb to your cruise. And when you're inbound, probably about 80 miles, give me a call.
Roger. On this frequency?
Yep, on this frequency. That's correct. We like everybody to learn. That's the idea. We want more people to learn.
Did you get my flight plan?
I can look it up 100%. I'll check it and I'll see it as soon as you get up there. Apdex, Nuber 4 arrival. Apdex Nuber 4, ACA 441. Linning Virgo 1. He's not going direct Linning unless he's changing. Either that or my chart's way off. Oh, is it okay, the all right, let me bring that up. It has not been brought up. I'll turn it up there. Hopefully I got the right one. Pretty sure it's that one. We'll see if it'll come up there. Yeah, appetizer, dessert, POSCON. Air Canada 441 is coming, and how's this guy making out? 423, still a ways out. November 2, Romeo Foxtrot, radio check, Toronto.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that you were getting me still on that ground frequency I gave you.
Yep, we're still getting you.
You can still barely hear them? I wonder if I've got the wrong USB audio device. I was sure that was this one. That's maxed. Wonder why you can barely hear them. It's going through the mixer. I mean, I could add that audio device, but it should be the same loudness that is my regular ATC. Oh, crap. Air Canada 441, Toronto.
Air Canada 441 is with you.
Air Canada 441, I thought you were direct Linning. Can you confirm your position, please?
We'll try and figure out what's going on with the map for Air Canada 441.
Air Canada 441, turn right heading 090, and I'll let you figure that out. You can give me a call back.
All right, turn right heading 090 for Air Canada 441.
Wow, that's awesome. I mean, it's great. I love having traffic. Just got to figure out what's going on there, if it's my issue or his. I don't have a lot of confidence in my abilities here right now. Oh, he's turning the right way, so we must be doing something good. I do have to actually change this though. Let's do, I think it's, yeah, QT. He's at 16,000, so that works for me. He's going to fly right over the airport. On stream, I'm a 5, they're a 1 or a 2. All right, let me see. Oh, I know why. I know why, Fess. Allow me to fix this. I just figured out why. Let's do this.
November 2 Romeo Foxtrot for the ready for taxi.
November 2 Romeo Foxtrot, runway 24 right, taxi Alpha 1, Bravo, Charlie, hold short 24 right.
November 2 for right, the Alpha 1 Bravo, Charlie, hold short 2 for right for November 2 Romeo Foxtrot.
That's probably better, right, Fess? It's because I figured out what I did wrong. Yeah, much better. Yeah, that makes sense. I just had to turn the music down. Music was too loud, so I reduced the volume on the music without realizing that's going through the mixer. And in doing this, it turned down the ATC volume, which is the output. So that makes total sense. Coming up another 10 or 20%. That will be done. November 2 Romeo Foxtrot, Toronto. Contact Tower 118.35. Have a good night.
118.35, talk to you in a minute for November 2 Romeo. November 2 Romeo Foxtrot.
November 2 Romeo Foxtrot, Toronto.
Go ahead.
Oh, just wanted to have you monitor tower, dude, as you're on your way. That's all. Carry on with your taxi. That'll be Charlie, hold short, 24 right.
Charlie, 2 for right, continuing, then November 2 Romeo Foxtrot. Toronto arrival, November 5 Delta Charlie.
November 5-4 Delta Charlie, Toronto approach. You're going to need to disconnect, reconnect real quickly there. You're a little choppy. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm 60 nautical miles from Toronto.
November 5-4 Delta Charlie, radar identified. Continue direct APDEX at this time.
Continue APDEX. Number 4, Delta Charlie.
5-4 Delta Charlie, APDEX, and he was doing...
Actually, I'm already past APDEX.
Oh, yes, you are. Of course you are. That's what I thought. November 5-4 Delta Charlie. Descend via the star, cross rock toe at 10,000. Descend via the SID. Direct Pango. That wasn't right. Direct via the SID, direct Rocco. November 5-4 Delta Charlie, correction. Descend via the SID, cross Rotco at 10,000.
Okay, correction, cross Rotco at 10,000, Fort Delta Charlie.
Got to get the cobwebs out. That's what has to happen. Oh. November 2 Romeo Foxtrot, Toronto.
Yeah, go ahead.
You're heading towards runway 23. Would you prefer runway 23?
No, we figured out that we made a mistake as well and went the wrong turn on to Bravo, so we're just turning around, going down to 24 right now.
No problem. Continue Bravo to Charlie. Turn left on Charlie. Hold short 24 right.
Okay, Bravo Charlie, 24 right, November 2 Romeo Foxtrot.
And Toronto, this is Air Canada 441. What runways are we using for arrivals into Toronto?
You can expect runway 24 right, fly direct Linning, and you could cross standby. American 441, runway 24 right, descend via the star, cross Bimpo at 8,000, Toronto altimeter 2962, information Delta is current.
Hi, we'll descend via the star for Air Canada 441.
And Air Canada 441, let's try and go direct Linning, please.
Going direct Linning, Air Canada 441.
No, Brian Beesky, or Brian K. Beesky, POSCON, sir. I know I should. Exactly. Usually I go with descend pilot's discretion, or descend when ready, descend via the star. That way they're, like, I don't want to imply that they can blow those speed restrictions, or those altitude restrictions, 100%. We definitely don't want to give, I mean, sure, if, I think it's okay for them to blow those altitude limits, that's my decision, but I like to try and keep things on the star. It's a lot easier to do things that way. See, I find him a lot to the left as well. Maybe something's not quite right with my... It's interesting. November 5-4, Delta Charlie, Toronto.
Yeah, go ahead.
Squawk 1125.
Squawk 1125.
Short of 24 right at Charlie.
November 2, Romeo Foxtrot. Winds in Toronto, 240 at 17, gusting to 24. Runway 24 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway 24 right, clear for takeoff. Number 2, Romeo Foxtrot.
Oh, wow. Motosua! Motosua! Thank you very much for the raid of 34 people. You guys are awesome. Welcome, 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 welcome. Motosua, I appreciate that. How are you doing, sir? How did things go for you? Hopefully you had a great, great, great evening. Welcome, guys. Good to see us. I'm doing good. We're just trying to figure out some ATC on the POSCON network right now. And got some amazing people that are giving me a go. Try and get the cobwebs out. It's been a long time, many, many years since I controlled. So it's pretty good, actually. Looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm doing good. Hopefully you and your family are safe and everybody's doing well. Really good to see you, man. Thank you very much for the follows, guys. Really good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Mr. Diesel Husky, Kevin, Incarcerant, good to see you.
November 2, Romeo Foxtrot, airborne passing 1000.
November 2, Romeo Foxtrot. Over to departure, please, 124.47.
Contact departure, November 2, Romeo Foxtrot.
Toronto approach, good evening, Air Canada 423 Heavy, descending at a flight level 180 on the reg at 5 for 7,000 at Denka, and -8 is information.
Air Canada 423, radar identified. Toronto weather, winds are 240 at 17, gusting 24, 15 miles visibility. The sky is broken at 5,000, temperature 8, dew point -14. Sorry, temperature's -8. Altimeter's 2962. Information, information Delta is current. Air Canada 423, thanks. November 2, Romeo Fox, Toronto departure, climb flight level 230.
Flight level 230, November 2, Romeo Foxtrot.
Toronto approach, Air Canada 423, roger, descending now at a 16,800, altimeter 2962, approximately 26 miles from reg.
Air Canada 423, Toronto, thank you very much. Please descend via the star across Denka at 7,000. Expect runway 24 right.
Expect 24 right, Air Canada 423.
November 2, Romeo Fox, direct Kepta.
The direct Captain, November 2, Romeo Foxtrot.
November 5-4 Delta Charlie, descend 5,000.
Descend 5,000 for Delta Charlie.
Yeah, the winds in Toronto are so bad right now. It depends. I've got the sector file set up pretty well. It makes things a little bit easier, but I've still got my own challenges to work through. Part of it is nerves, guaranteed. That's what makes it hard, is the nerves. I got to get past the nerves. Drop me a message on Disco sometime. You got it, sir. You got it. I'll even leave myself a note, too. I've left myself a note. As soon as I'm done, I'll drop you one. Thank you very much. Good to see you. November 5-4 Delta Charlie, descend, maintain 3,000.
Descend and maintain 3,000, 5-4 Delta Charlie.
November 2 Romeo Foxtrot, climb, maintain 410.
Diameter 410, November 2 Foxtrot.
The collab we need? Yeah, exactly. Lots of collab is exactly what we need. How's it going, Dan? Good to see you, bud. Good to see you 100%, man. You're watching me make a fool of myself right now. I'm trying to get rid of the cobwebs in my head. I'm trying to figure out. November 2 Romeo Fox Toronto.
Go ahead.
November 2 Romeo Fox, you're leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight.
No worries. Thanks for the say bye-bye.
Have a good night, sir. And now let's transfer him, which is ACC 6 860, I think. Handoff. November 5-4 Delta Charlie, turn right, heading 150.
Turn right, heading 150.
November 5-4 Delta Charlie, vectors for the ILS 23. Turn right heading 210. You're clear for ILS 23 approach.
Heading 220, did you say? And ILS 23?
210, right turn to 210, clear ILS approach runway 23. Hope I am well. You're doing far better than I could. I've had that client open for testing. I just have no idea how to use it. I mean, I've done a few sessions with it, and I was a lot better when I wasn't streaming, but that's just the way it goes. It's the nerves. I'm sure that's what it is. Don't fuck up, don't fuck up, don't fuck up. That's what I keep saying, but meanwhile, I've made a few errors, a few really bad errors, actually. I called the star a SID. That's not good. Told somebody to contact ground before I confirmed their their clearance. Oh, it's bad. Yeah, I've made a few errors. Air Canada 423, direct Amalu.
Direct Amalu, Air Canada 423.
And Air Canada 423, at your discretion to send 3,000.
Discretion 3,000, Air Canada 423.
November 5-4 Delta Charlie, contact tower 11835.
11835. Thank you. Toronto Tower, number 54 Delta Charlie, is on final for 23.
November 5-4 Delta Charlie, runway 23, winds 240 at 17, gusting 24, clear to land.
Clear to land. November 54 Delta Charlie.
We all make mistakes. Oh, for sure we do. And you know what? I like to have fun, and I like to make light of my mistakes, because to be honest with you, I do make mistakes. Once in a while, I get better at it. I mean, shit. I'm sure as hell not perfect. That's for damn sure. The nice part about making mistakes doing this, though, I don't kill people. Sorry. That's because it moved closer to my face. I was trying to emulate the winds at 17 gusting to 24, Fess. Not to mention the fact that I'm probably sweaty as crap. I don't have a beer open. That's probably part of it. Just informing. No, I appreciate you letting me know. I was simulating the wind noise, Fess. As Fess sits there and cringes every time I open my mouth, probably. I wonder why I lost the track on that, too. Alright, that's better. Yeah, exactly, Fess. Exactly. Washed out. I, off one session, I've washed out. Ah, it's awesome. Air Canada 423, you're clear ILS approach runway 24 right.
Clear for the ILS runway 24 right, Air Canada 423.
November 54 Delta Charlie. Welcome to Toronto, exit left when able. Contact ground at 121.9er.
121.9ers. See ya. Toronto ground, November 54 Delta Charlie is cleared 23.
November 54 Delta Charlie, Toronto ground. Taxi to Sky Service via Hotel Echo Echo Alpha. Have a good night, sir.
Hotel Echo Echo Alpha.
Yeah, no, that's not true, Fess. Because I'm playing this game almost like it's an American game. To an extent. There are some things I have to say because it's Canadian, but some of the shit that I'm doing is wrong. And it's not because I don't know, it's just because I screw up. I'll get better. I will get better. But that's why you guys get to watch and laugh to yourselves, because eventually I will not screw up half as much. It was not a shit show, but it could have been a shit show. Air Canada 423, 170 to NOAA, contact tower 11835.
Over to tower 1835, Air Canada 423, good night. Garrison Tower, good evening, Air Canada 423, ILS 24 right.
Air Canada 423, winds 240 at 17, gusting to 24, runway 24 right, clear to land.
runway 24 right, clear to land, Air Canada 423, thank you.
He's a 787-800. That 777 is his pilot ID. It's just a random computer-generated number on his data block. So it allows, I use that to hand him off to other sectors and vice versa. The funny thing is with Canadian airspace to US, I can't actually hand them off. From approach to center I can, but center into the US, we have to drop track and inform the United States center controllers to pick them up, which is the way it is in the real thing. Oh, yeah, this is true, Fess, 100%. But I will not say fife, and I will not say tree. Will not happen. And I will not say fower either. Not happening. They could pull my ticket. Sometimes I will say that. Sometimes I will, but most of the time, probably not. The group form on frequency is right out of on both sides, however, except for plain language clarification. Yeah, exactly. I mean, let's be honest, there are not many pilots or controllers. I mean, I was listening to Toronto Approach all day today. Go figure. Been doing a lot of that recently. They do not, they will say niner. You will not hear them say fife, fower, or they say mal for the decimal points. It's actually not even supposed to be decimal 7. It's supposed to be like decimal 7. You're supposed to like really sound it out. Canadian lingo, I guess. Nav Canada.
Request a wind check for Air Canada 420.
24017, gusting to 24 still. Toronto.
Thank you.
I got to get in the habit of call sign versus speaking. So that's interesting because that flight strip didn't. Oh, because he hasn't landed yet, I'm guessing. So it hasn't cleared. Oh no, it was November 2 Romeo Fox. November 2 Romeo Hotel did not depart. Air Canada 423 Toronto. Exit right when able. Welcome to Toronto. Contact ground on 121.9.
Roger, exit right and ground on 21.9, Air Canada 423, good night.
guessing. Oh, I see. Yeah, I knew I kind of figured that's what you meant. Drone doing touch and goes for me? No, Drone was nice enough to fly from Sarnia in here, and he did a great job. I appreciate him doing that. And Master Chief as well. Appreciate him doing that as well. Hopefully they'll both put up with me for a few more goes before they throw in the towel on me.
Toronto ground, good evening, Air Canada 423 on Charlie 2.
Air Canada 423, welcome to Toronto. Taxi Charlie 2, Charlie Alpha, Alpha Kilo.
Charlie 2, Charlie Alpha, and Alpha Kilo, Air Canada 423.
Pilots can always say what they want, for sure. Referring to the U.S. versus Canada, there are a lot of similarities. There are a lot of differences. For instance, in the U.S., you guys have flight following. In Canada, per se, you can't necessarily get what they call flight following, but you can get radar. What's it called? I think it's called radar something. Master Chief probably knows it off by the top of his head, but it's like radar something. You can ask for radar assistance or radar something like that. And basically what it does is, depending on the controller's busyness level, he will no, they don't even call it advisories. I don't think it's called radar. I could look it up. I could actually tell you what it is right away. There's a term. I actually looked it up today. It is called. It's just loading. Web page is slow. You have to request radar surveillance is what the official term is. A radar service traffic advisory, which is, so it says here, as per TC AIM RAC 5.7, anytime you're in an area where radar coverage exists, you could contact ATC and ask for flight following. A radar service traffic advisories, the official term being request radar surveillance. They amount to the same thing. Provision of service depends on controller workload and is discretionary. Although somebody did make a comment that if you fly more than 25 miles from your departure airport, you are required to file a flight plan. So they definitely will not give you radar surveillance unless you have filed a flight plan. It's crazy. Mad Aviator, ASR approach. Yeah, it's like ASMR approach, Mad Aviator. ASMR. I had some wonderful people help me out and give me some traffic tonight. It was awesome. I did mess up a little bit, but not to the point where, you know what it is? It was nerves for me is what it was. Nerves, I say, nerves. As if you guys weren't nervous enough. Who is this person wandering into the airspace? I'm not quite sure what he's up to. Air Canada 441, Toronto.
Air Canada 441 with you descending via the Snow Star arrival to runway 24 right via landing.
Okay, Air Canada 441, descend and maintain 5,000. Direct Merod, Mike Alpha Romeo Oscar Delta.
Alright, descend and maintain 5,000, then direct to Mike Alpha Hotel Romeo for Air Canada 441.
Air Canada 441, correction, Mike Alpha Romeo Oscar Delta. Air Canada 441, if you'd prefer, I can just give you radar vectors. It's up to you.
Yeah, that'd be radar vectors would be great for Air Canada 441.
Air Canada 441, make right turn 09 or 0.
Make right turn 090 for Air Canada 441.
And Air Canada 441, descend and maintain 5,000. Yeah, I will. The last time he just disappeared, so I'm just going to give it a second here and make sure that he doesn't just disappear again. Oops, that wasn't him. 441. American 441, when able, squawk 4143. Oh, you already are. Actually, Matt, that actually happened the other day.
Yo.
Hey. So getting not correlated to the target. No flight plan track is correlated. That happened with drone. I had him and I had his data block and then it disappeared.
Left click where he's at, like on his data block or on his radar tag.
Yep.
Or do QT first, I'm sorry. QT first, then left click.
Yep. And then his call sign.
Then his call sign enter.
Oh,
Air Canada,
okay.
not America.
Oh, I probably can't fix it now.
You just created a new flight plan. No, you can fix it. F4.
Can I?
F4 and click on the middle mouse it.
And do it again.
Yeah. Because you have to tell the radar client where that guy is. It doesn't know where he is based off
Okay.
just starting track.
Air Canada 441, make left turn 330.
All right, make left turn 320 for American 440, or Air Canada 441. Got it.
Still high.
How much longer are you staying on?
I was going to stay on for another half an hour.
Roger.
Thanks, though. Air Canada 441, descend and maintain 3000.
Descend and maintain 3000 for Air Canada 441.
Scotty. Oh, there's no LARPing here. I'm actually doing it, man. I'm actually doing it. Not that successfully, but successfully enough. That's all that matters. Something chewed through your memory at YYZ. Gonna reload and see what happens. Yeah, you're not using Fly Tampa, are you? Scotty, he's great. Fess is awesome. He always is awesome.
Toronto ground, November 54, Delta Charlie.
November 54, Delta Charlie, Toronto ground, go ahead.
Yeah, Toronto ground, I'd like to do a VFR flight to CYYZ.
November 54, Delta Charlie, stand by. Air Canada 441, turn left, heading 250.
Turn left heading 250 for Air Canada 441.
And Air Canada 441 reduced to final approach speed.
Reducing the final approach speed for Air Canada 441.
He's motoring. Not so bad. I'm not so
Calling the
bad.
mail.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah, right. That's what I was going to do. I just needed to check this for him. Air Canada 441, turn left heading 240.
Turn left heading 240 for Air Canada 441.
November 54, Delta Charlie, Toronto ground.
Yeah, guys, Toronto ground, 54 Delta Charlie.
November 54, Delta Charlie. You're clear to VFR to Toronto City Centre Airport. Expect runway 24 and squawk 1125.
Roger, cleared VFR to City Center, Runway 24, squawk 1125.
It'll be runway 24 right, just to confirm.
24 right.
November 5-4 Delta Charlie, readback is correct. Contact me when you're ready for taxi.
Yeah, Toronto, we are ready for taxi.
November 5-4 Delta Charlie, taxi via Echo Alpha Echo Charlie. Hold short 24 right.
Taxi, Echo Alpha Echo, I'm not sure what you said after that.
Charlie, and hold short 24 right.
Okay, Charlie, 24 right.
Air Canada 441, turn left heading 238. Runway, or the airport is 20 miles at your 12 o'clock. Report the airport in sight.
Turn left heading 238, and we'll report when we have the airport in sight for Air Canada 441.
Scotty, this is better than watching contractors at work right now. I don't know how to take that. I definitely don't know how to take that.
You said that to him one time before.
No, he said it was better than watching somebody move some shit or something, I thought. Was it contractors? It might have been contractors. I can't remember.
I thought he said the same thing.
Yeah, he probably did. I'm probably just imagining that it might have been something different.
And Toronto approach Air Canada 441.
Nothing wrong with
has
watching
the airport in
contractors
sight.
work, and that means you're the boss and they got to do the work.
Yeah, exactly. Air Canada 441, continue approach number 1. Clear visual approach, runway 24 right. It was mechanics.
Clear visual approach, runway 24 right, Air Canada 441.
You're right,
As long as
Scotty.
you're doing the walking, you're getting paid the big bucks.
What, to watch mechanics or for me to do air traffic control?
All that. Wow.
It was mechanics on. It was definitely mechanics on Wednesday night. Hey, what are you doing still at work? You should be on your way home by now, Scott. You can't be still there.
So is this Toronto ground?
Yep. If you're on 121.9, it is.
Okay.
I'm making notes as I go here for accidents or things that I haven't recorded, things and notes of things that I need to remember. And that correlation is something I'd never done before, so I wrote that down.
Oh, for what I showed you?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Because it was interesting, when Drone was coming in, he had a data block. I tracked him, and then all of a sudden his data block disappeared. and I'm not quite sure why. I'm guessing it's because he sort of went from center into my airspace, is I think probably what did it, and then I couldn't seem to get it back. But I was clearly not doing something right. That's exactly what it was. So, yeah, you got to learn something new every day. Air Canada 441, maintain 140 knots to NOAA, about 5 mile final, and continue your approach.
Roger, we'll maintain 140 knots to NOAA, and we'll continue our approach for Canada 441.
Delta 54, November 54, Delta Charlie, are you ready to go?
I'm just coming up to the end of Charlie there to make my right turn for the hold at 24 right.
November 54, Delta Charlie, contact the tower on 118.35.
Roger, 118.35, see ya.
It was either stay late tonight or work tomorrow.
November 54,
I just stayed
Delta
late
Charlie
too.
is holding short, runway 24 right.
November 54, Delta Charlie, if you're ready to go, runway 24 right, clear for takeoff, winds 230 at 13, gusting to 22.
Roger, tower, yeah, November 54, Charlie is ready for takeoff, and we'll be lining up on 34 right, 24 right.
November 54, Delta Charlie, you got traffic on a 10-mile final, not a factor.
Toronto Tower, November 54, Delta Charlie is rolling for departure on runway 24 right.
You know what's funny? I didn't give him his altitude restriction when he was leaving. When I gave him his clearance, I should have given him his altitude restriction. Air Canada 441, you appear to be heading towards runway 23. Turn left, heading 220. Runway 24 right, cleared to land.
You know about the BCAS lighting, right?
Air Canada 441, we're trying to fix our speed. We'll turn to left heading 220 for Air Canada 441.
November 54, Delta Charlie, climb, maintain 2,500.
Roger, climb and maintain 22,500.
Sorry, what was that, Matt?
You know about the BCAS flight ID, right? To see their call sign one on the ground.
Nope.
So if you go to,
I just use the usually use the live map for that.
oh yeah, you don't have to. You can do it right in the radar client now if you'd like.
Okay, well,
I think it's under. It's either a radar filter or views.
November 54, Delta Charlie, make left turn 180.
Left turn 180.
Where is my 2500? Is this outer ring? So once I get him to here, I'll cut him loose. Air Canada 441, runway 24 right, clear to land.
Runway 24 right, clear to land, Air Canada 441.
Toronto Tower, 54 Delta Charlie.
54 Delta Charlie, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to change my flight plan to CYHM.
November 54 Delta Charlie, not a problem. I will amend your flight plan. I'll release you shortly. November 5-4 Delta Charlie, contact departure on 124-470.
124-470. Gotcha.
475 actually, but he'll sit there all day trying to put 470 and it won't work, but 475 will.
Toronto departure, 54 Delta Charlie.
November 5-4 Delta Charlie, Toronto. Good afternoon. Radar service is terminated. You're good to go. Frequency changed approved, and your flight plan's been updated to Hamilton.
Roger, thanks, and have a good day.
November 5-4 Delta Charlie. Oh wow, it didn't change this. Why didn't it update this? I know why. Because you gotta save. November 5-4 Delta Charlie, if you're still on frequency, squawk 1200.
Squawking 1200.
I think he just hit the ground. Air Canada 441, are you still with me? I think he just hit the ground.
You're getting a little bit of everything.
Yeah, apparently. Air Canada 441, Toronto. Oh, he's gone. Air Canada 441, radar contact lost. I think he just hit the ground. Poor guy.
Oops.
He was struggling, though. His airplane wasn't doing... I bet he was flying in 2020.
That wouldn't surprise me.
So, go to your DB fields.
Yep. It's here somewhere. It's under views, no?
No. Go. Go
Oh, there it is there. Okay, yep.
And do you see where it says BCAS FLID?
Broadcast.
You're gonna have to move your weather windows.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay, there it is. Yep. Oh, okay. Cool.
So if you turn that on, I would. Do you know how to tear it off?
Yep.
So I don't know if you want to move it to another spot on your screen, but that's how you, if they're squawking the right code. Actually, it doesn't matter if they're squawking the right code. If they're squawking something other than VFR, you'll be able to see their call sign.
Hey, where'd it go? I tore it off. Ugh. Now I gotta remember how to remove the tear off. Oh, there it is. Never mind. It's there. So
Yes,
I could just
leave it on and zoom out.
Yeah.
There's probably someone else you can find someplace else and see their.
Oh yeah,
Now,
right there. That's
It's just their
Speedbird.
ADSB call sign.
That's Speedbird
So just keep that in
4001.
mind. Yeah.
So sometimes it does that automatically, and sometimes it doesn't. Because I've
really?
seen
Well,
it.
that's
I've
your
seen
button.
it. I've seen it where it's been there, and then sometimes it isn't there. And I think what it has to do with is something about the way their flight plan is, or if they're squawking the right transponder code, maybe. I'm not sure.
No, it should only be. It's only their ADSB call sign, so they can actually be. So the only caveat to that is they can be logged in as a call sign that's not associated with their flight plan.
Okay.
So just keep that in mind.
Keep that in mind. Okay.
Like I can file flight plan as Delta 123, but then log in as ADSB as 705 Mike Bravo.
Right.
and I could still activate the flight plan associated with Delta 123 if I followed it. So,
Now, you'd have to do it with that correlate thing, though, wouldn't you? Because otherwise, would it not? Well, I guess no. I see your point. But would that is that not ADSB call sign that you could type anything you wanted in there? I guess couldn't you?
yes.
That's the problem. Okay. I mean, for me, when I'm flying on
people-
POSCON, my ADSB call sign is my flight plan call sign.
Yeah, exactly. Most people, 99% of the time, they're gonna have the same call sign in there.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, a little rough go there tonight, folks, but we got through it. For me, it's the nerves right now. I just got to calm the nerves. Forget that there's a bunch of people watching and just do my thing.
Too.
You too, yeah. Well, I mean, the more I do it, the better off it'll be. It was obviously a little different. The last time I did this, the flight plans were very similar, coming from the same location, and two departures were going different locations. But yeah, it's just something I gotta get my nerves. I gotta calm my nerves. That's all it is. Thing is, you know what you want to say, but it just don't come out.
Just practice.
Yeah, that's all it is practice. Not a shit show, though. It was not a shit show. But I noticed that Master Chief Pilot ran away. I know he had some memory issues there trying to fix. Sask Wayne, I just saw your post. Yeah, I think he was doing like 500 knots at like 4,000 feet. I was like, whoa, reduce your speed. I laughed. It was funny. I was like, boy. I love it. All in fun. What I love, though, is the opportunity to teach somebody something. That's pretty awesome. See, in Toronto, they don't, or in Canada, Matt, we don't do flight following. It's based on the controller's preference and their workload. And it actually...
They don't do what now?
Flight following.
Oh.
They have something that's similar, but you have to actually request radar surveillance is the appropriate term. It's stupid, really. But anyway, that's the deal. So if somebody's flying VFR, once they're out of your way, then you just frequency change approved, switch to VFR, and have a nice day. I mean, Hamilton, where drone was flying, would all be controlled. He could be VFR all he wanted, but he would stay under ATC the entire time. He would remain controlled in some cases. But it's really hard to figure out how, and that's where the procedures from you guys will come in handy as to how you want to deal with that in a realistic manner. That's going to be the discussions that are going to have to take place there, how you want to deal with that. Because really, I think that there's nothing wrong with flight following if the controller isn't, if he's not got 1,000 airplanes on top of him, right? Well, then it's not that big of a deal. In this particular case, he's actually never leaving controlled airspace. He would actually be transferred over to Hamilton Tower right from Toronto approach. Toronto approach would, handle him until he got to Hamilton, then he'd switch over to Hamilton Tower. Same thing. But you could still do it VFR. You're going to be controlled the whole way. That's the only thing. Like, you're free to roam as long as you don't bust the Charlie. You can do whatever you like. But when you actually go to land, you're going to talk to approach and then into tower going into the airport.
I think for the most part, it's just I gotta leave it up to the local people to decide what rules they want to follow in that regard.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
exactly.
have local knowledge everywhere, you know.
No,
So-
of course you're not, and that's why it's important to set up that so that there is somebody that's going to be able to determine how they want to handle that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Because I'm sure each fur is going to have their own person that looks after training specific to their area, I would think.
Yes.
Oh, Scotty, I did that all day today. Well, something similar. Watching environmental guys suck water out of well holes for testing. Make sure they pee in them first. It always makes the test better when they pee in them. Well, it looks like drone got on the ground safely. You made it okay, drone? Oh, he did. He disconnected. Either that or he crashed too. That's awesome. Listen, guys, really, really big thank you to Master Chief Pilot, Drone, and the other two fine gentlemen that decided to join us this evening. Appreciate you guys coming by. That's probably going to do it for us. But really, really, really big thank you guys for coming by and giving us some traffic. And we're going to be back on at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. There is an event going on between Washington, Atlanta, and I'll have Toronto up as well. So it should be kind of exciting if you decide you want to fly somewhere and you are already on the POSCON invite and you have been invited and you're part of the beta, then please feel free to log in and join us. If you're not signed up already for POSCON, make sure you get over to POSCON and sign up. Oh, no problem, Gamer Pete. Now that reminds me that makes you a lot more familiar to me. I'm not used to seeing the other name, but it's all good, dude. If you guys aren't already registered with POSCON and you're interested in being in the network, they're doing invites all the time. So make sure that you get registered over at the POSCON.net, sign up for an account, and make sure that you are registered. That way, when they do invite more people, you might be one of the lucky persons that can fly into Toronto and make my life miserable. So, really, really awesome. A lot of fun having you guys here. Let's see where we can head over to tonight.
Dave's flying.
Dane's flying? Well, let's go over and see Mr. Dane Flats. Do you mind setting that up for me?
Sure.
Sweet. All right, guys, that's going to do it for us for tonight. We'll see you 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. I probably will not stream it tomorrow morning, but I will definitely be controlling 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Master Chief, I'm sorry. I did make some errors. I will work on them. I will make them so much better, I promise you. I'll make it a lot better. So, thanks, guys. Have yourselves a great night. We'll catch you all tomorrow night for the same regular flight with the King Air out of, where did we land? Baker City, I believe we were in. So we're going to be flying out of Baker City tomorrow night. Otherwise, we'll catch us all then. Have a good night, guys, and thank you very much for hanging out with us. No, we'll see you guys later. Cockpit Builders pushing 10. We'll see you guys all later. Have a good night. Oh, that's not Grand Theft Auto. Gotta fix that. Whoops.